Something shifted while you slept. The river kept flowing through the night, as it always has, as it always will. And something in the way you are positioned to receive it this morning is different from yesterday. Not dramatically, the way a channel clears, quietly, without announcement, and then the current simply moves more freely than it did before. This morning, you are not the same person who set that video playing last night. Something in the architecture of how you relate to money, to opportunity, to the possibility of genuine prosperity has moved. Just enough to matter. Just enough for today to feel different in at least one moment you cannot yet predict. That moment is coming. Let it. There was once someone who stopped keeping the ledger of not enough. Not because the bills stopped arriving. Not because the circumstances suddenly changed in any measurable way. But because one morning they woke with a question they could not shake. What if the difference between where I am and where I want to be is not what is in the account, but what is in the mind looking at it? That question did not solve anything immediately. It did not balance any numbers or open any doors in a single morning, but it opened something in the person asking it, a willingness to look at the same circumstances through a slightly different lens, to notice what had always been present but filtered out, to consider that the river had never actually stopped, only their ability to see it had been obscured. And what opens does not easily close again. Over the weeks that followed, without drama, without a single moment they could point to as the turning point, things began to shift. Not because luck arrived, because attention changed, because a mind newly open to abundance began finding what it was looking for in the same ordinary hours it had always been moving through. A conversation that would have passed unnoticed became a connection. An idea that would have been dismissed became a direction. A door that would have been invisible became the most obvious thing in the room. The river had never stopped. They had simply learned to see it. That person is not a stranger to you this morning. That is the version of you that last night's questions were preparing. The one whose hands are a little more open today than they were yesterday. The one who is beginning, quietly, without forcing it, to receive what the river has always been sending. Take a moment before the day begins to let that land. You are not the person who went to sleep last night. Something was tended while you rested. Something in the deep architecture of how you see the world of money and opportunity was quietly and persistently rewritten, not by force, not by willpower, by the same natural law that turns seeds into trees without effort or announcement. Today you choose to receive. Say that now, as a fact, not a wish. Today I choose to receive. Let your hands relax as you say it. Let that be a physical reality, not just a thought. Open hands, open mind. Open to what the day is already preparing to send. Your reticular activating system is primed and active. The work of last night has calibrated your mind to notice what it was previously filtering out. Here is what it is looking for today. Notice the unexpected opportunity. It will arrive in a form you may not immediately recognize as abundance. It may be small. It may look like coincidence. Before the old story has a chance to calculate the risk, say yes. Lean in. Receive it fully. The river does not announce itself. It simply flows toward whoever is paying attention. Notice when someone offers help, a connection, a resource, an introduction, and receive it gracefully rather than deflecting it. The habit of deflecting generosity was installed when receiving felt undeserved. Today you practice the replacement habit. You simply receive. fully, without minimizing it, without immediately returning it before it has had a chance to land. Notice the moment something works out more easily than expected. Call it what it is, the natural result of a mind that is no longer unconsciously working against itself. The channel is clearer. The current moves more freely. This is law operating exactly as it should. Notice when an idea arrives that carries the quiet energy of real possibility. It may come in an ordinary moment, driving, walking, in the space between two conversations. It may feel small. Write it down. A seed does not announce the size of the tree it will become. Notice the moment of genuine gratitude that arrives on its own, not practiced, not performed, but spontaneous. A sudden recognition that something good is present right now, in this moment, in this day. That feeling is the signal of an open channel. It is the evidence that the set of your mind has shifted. And at the end of today, recall one moment where abundance showed up in a form you almost missed. One conversation, one idea, one open door that a closed mind would have walked past. That is your evidence. The seed above the soil. The new groove deepening one day at a time. Today I am paying attention to what is flowing toward me. I receive fully and freely. I recognize abundance in ordinary moments. I say yes before the old story says no. And I meet this day as someone whose relationship with money and prosperity is changing. Quietly, persistently, according to a law that has never once failed. Shoulders back, chin up. The day has something good in store. Go meet it. Shift happens at subconsuccess.com. Shift to your next level now.